G'day, it's Mark from Failurist here. So, or not im. What does that mean? Well, basically, it's a mindset that I've sort of come up with as part of the Failurist concept, where it deals with, I said concept twice, so title. G'day, it's Mark from Failurist here. Or not im. What does that mean? Well, really, it's a concept that we'll go into, but yeah, it's part of the sort of failurist way of thinking, and it deals with your mindset and having a victor or victor, is how I like to say it, not a victim mindset. So, or not im.
Fun facts.
Okay, so we live in an insular age now where we are more connected, but also more alone. And in that sort of insularity, it's easy to develop a victim mentality. Um, Now, I've just got to be clear that when we're talking about a victim mentality, we are talking about failures, not a clinical traumatic experience, because that's wildly different. But I think we've all been in that mindset where it's easy enough to sort of have that victim mentality. You know, you've been passed for a job, you know, you've had a fight with your partner, you experience those sort of downturns in life, and then it's poor little old me, to use a Zig Ziglar saying. And it's easy to play the victim in those circumstances. It's a lot harder to actually actively look at the events and look at them as opportunities for growth, to have that victim mindset, you know. Um, but every failure is an opportunity. And if you can see it as such, it will enable you to grow.
Story time.
So I am the master of playing victim. And the thing of it is, when you go through such a big event, such as a marriage breakdown, and you have to end up moving into your parents' house, that's very visual and it allows that mentality. And with it comes all the good things: food, as much as you'd like; drink, as much as you'd like; pity, as much as you like. And the thing of it is, there's minimal growth within that. And the growth that does occur is your waist size. Because the thing is, everybody sees it and then they take pity on you again. And it becomes the snake that eats its own tail. So it's almost with these events in the passage of time that you end up seeing the folly of that sort of failure mindset and that victim mindset, and you have to drag yourself up. So with that comes hard decisions. It comes the fact that you're fat, you have to exercise; you're broke, you need to start watching your money. You know, you need to limit your drinking. And you need to start living with intent. You have to live with a victor's mindset. And that's the thing, it's very simple. It starts with mindset. You get to choose your mindset. You get to choose if something is terrible or it's an opportunity for growth. And if you choose the mindset of a victor, then you choose growth and you choose to be who you want to be. You live with intent. But the mindset of a victor is a hard road. Also, just because you decide that that's the mindset you wish to take, it doesn't mean that you will maintain that until the end of your days. You're going to get knocked down. It's inevitable. Manchester City, one of the best football teams in the world, they get beaten. You know, it's inevitable that you can't stay up all the time. Okay, but what you can do is you can take that hard road, and what it does is it makes the times where you feel like a victim, it makes it easier to come back and have that mindset of a victor. You know, had a bad sleep and you woke up with a headache, you can elect to take aspirin, or you can choose to say, oh, life's too hard, I'm going to pack it in today. And you know what? Some of the days you will do that. Okay, you can't immune yourself to life. Sometimes you're going to be down. But more often than not, you'll take that aspirin, you'll go, you know what, I've got a job to do, I can do it. Because having that victor's mindset means you're living with intent. It's not a passive mindset. It's not taking that easy road. Um, you know, and you might end up with that mindset having a phone call that you didn't expect, and it's going to take you for a spin. You know, I've had that today where I had an unexpected phone call, and my first thought was, life's too tough. I'm going to pack it in, and you know what? I'm going to feel sorry for myself. I'm going to allow myself the joy to sort of just be. But the reality is I've got appointments. I have to record this video. So I get to choose to have a victor's mindset, to have that opportunity to not be a victim, to actually be an all not him. You know, and I had that again. Job outcome didn't come my way. I thought I was well in line, and the easiest thing to do was say, "Oh, poor me, I've been treated unfairly, and you know, life's too tough." But the hardest thing was to go through the job review, and it was the fact that I didn't prepare properly. It was the fact that now I have an opportunity to look at what I did wrong. In fact, what I did was I filled out the big fail journal, and I worked out that I was in a scared mindset, and that's why I didn't prepare, because I thought, oh, that's okay to be afraid. You know, I can just go in there and sort of, sometimes I can spin a yarn and it should be all right, mate. But this is the thing: to be a victor, you have to actually take accountability, and you have to take the learnings, and you have to go, you know what? It wasn't my day today, but tomorrow I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I'm going to learn from these lessons, and I'm going to be okay, because I'm going to win eventually. Because the thing is, all good things come to those that keep fighting for good things. And you're going to find that as well. You know, you may be up at the moment and something's going to knock you down, but you get to choose to see that as a learning, as an opportunity for growth. And that's what Or Not Him is about. It's about seeing yourself as a victor, not a victim. So what's the lesson out of all of this? That's, you know, life is strewn with moments where you can easily be affronted and sort of see yourself as a victim, but you know, you need to get up. You know, it's not going to help you to be in that mindset, because it will take you and it will take time away from you as well. So you need to get up off that canvas. You need to put your gloves up and put five fingers into a fist, okay, and keep fighting that good fight. So I just wanted to leave you with, you know, no matter what, you are okay. And if this is the last time we sort of speak, I just want nothing for the best for you. Just remember, though, if you're in those sort of hard times, those down times, okay, breathe, take stock, write it down if you can, okay, and take the learnings from it, okay, because I guarantee you, you know, all good things come to those that keep fighting for good things. So fight the good fight, okay, and just be well, okay, and just remember that failure is just an event, okay, and your time will come, okay, and remember, or not him. Sayonara.